Okay, guys, we are back. We are going to jump into League Match 2 with Green, White, Black, Value Town. It's interesting. That first match obviously didn't go so well. But Mono Blue Tron is like, I would almost rather face Mono Green Tron than the Blue Tron variant. I know how to attack Mono Green Tron, but Blue Tron is so it's tough. You know, when you have a good Blue Tron player, um, Tron's difficult enough when you can reliably stick your threats, but when you can't reliably stick your threats, Tron becomes that much more difficult. Okay, guys, so we are ready for League Match 2. Let's see, we are on the play, which is fantastic. This looks like an okay hand. See, this is the thing that I'm running into. I love having 3 Scavenging Nooses in the deck because the meta kind of calls for Scavenging Ooze, but so many times they're just a 2-2 bear. And it just doesn't... It doesn't do enough. Just too many times it doesn't do enough. So I am thinking about... I don't know what to make that, though. Maybe another tracker, but I did try that, and it felt a little too 3-drop heavy. So why don't we play out... Let's get our voice out here. The nice thing that I like about this, we have Abrupt Decay. And because we have the Abrupt Decay and Eternal Witness, it's going to allow us to take out an early threat, Eternal Witness, Abrupt Decay back to our hands, which will be good. And that's not good for our opponent missing a land drop like that. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and play out a Skews. And I'm going to go ahead and shock this in so we can hold up Abrupt Decay. And then I'll be able to either Abrupt Decay an early threat and then eat it on the next turn. Oh, that's just bad beats for our opponent here. But such is magic, unfortunately. There's a knight that's just gonna make his time a lot worse here. Even though knight's really tiny right now, but if we can untap with him, okay, that's a shame though. That really wasn't a game. Okay, so I haven't actually played Merfolk much, but Engineered Explosive seems good. Choke seems really good. It's an Ether Vial deck. They don't have a lot of removal, so like Worship might be okay. Knight of Autumn can come in here in place of, say, a couple Scavenging Oozes. Because I don't, actually all the Scavenging Oozes, I don't foresee they're not going to be removing too much. I think I'm overboarding though. Going to bed, kiddo. Love you, buddy. Okay, so let's see. Do I even care about Choke here? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather just attack their creatures. I mean, Choke is super good. Maybe we bring it in, but what do we take out? I mean, having to take out 4... Having to take out a play set of cards is really rough here. Choke can just get them, though, especially if I can keep them off of Vial with an Abrupt Decay or a Knight. I can just definitely choke the resources, no pun intended. I feel like EE, maybe we take down, let's drop this Warship here. Let's go down a few Voices. Voice is nice, but they're not going to be casting spells on our turn, and it's just really going to be there to chump block and then get a big token, but they go wide. This is good. This hand's actually, it's slow, but the Engineer Explosives is fantastic, so I think we're just going to go ahead and keep this. Okay. At least we're actually able to play a game of Magic, which is fantastic. Next turn I'll have Abrupt Decay up, and then the following turn I'll probably get my Knight online. Okay. Take 2 here. Let's go ahead and fetch up a Overgrown Tomb. Play that tapped. That's really nice. We might just be able to sort of I guess the lack of a better term, tempo them down. Okay. So it looks like EE on 2 is going to be pretty fantastic. So why don't we Abrupt Decay this Lord? Take 1 here, which is fine. We have Path to Exile. Nice thing is, so we can basically EE on 2. There's a choke. Do we drop choke? Okay, so I have to shock in to do that, but I have to shock in to do almost anything. So they showed us Master of the Pearl Trident, which they won't be able to play next turn. So it looks like we're going to take 5 here. So why don't I shock this in? Let's play the choke down. Because that means they're going to be 2 turns off of playing anything super scary. We'll take 3. Go to 11. Okay. Looks like they missed their land drop. So now we can play... Why don't we play the Courser out? Try to gain some of that life back. Play out the Courser. We're going to keep this Engineer Explosives kind of in the back of our pocket here. Now I can pull up Path to Exile. Perfect. So I'll just hold up Path for... Okay, and looks like we won. So let's see what we would have drawn into. So we would have drew Collected Company, would have played Windswept Heath off the top. We could have Coco'd, we would have hit a Knight and a Bird. So, okay, that actually went really well. It's kind of unfortunate that our opponent was not able to play his game 1, but choke for the win. just to talk about the game a little bit with the list, I absolutely love the inclusion of Abrupt Decay. Um, I'm almost wondering if I go down one more path to exile for an additional Assassin's Trophy. So early on, it's super nice to see, obviously, your paths and your decays. And then another thing, I guess, Fatal Push is something I was considering because we have so many ways of making a card go into our graveyard that we can basically trigger that CMC4 Abrupt Decay or CMC4 Fatal Push um, with our Knight, with our fetch lands, etc. Um, but I almost wonder though if I do drop one more path, go up one Assassin's Trophy, just to give us a little more versatility. Because most of the time we're not super constrained on mana. We typically have enough resources, especially when you get into the mid game. When you have Knight, you're able to essentially make an additional mana off of Knight. So I don't know. Okay, well, hey, 1-1. I'll take the wins when I can get them. I hope you guys enjoyed. Check back for League Game 3 with Green, White, Black, Value Town. Until next time.